Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. There's going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. I can hear you. One more. Interesting. Okay. Jumping into this, Taurus, right away what you're showing me, you definitely are focused on remaining very grounded and stable. I do see mostly energetically as well as mentally. Whatever this is you are doing what is necessary for you to kind of remain centered, remain calm, be cool. Even though there are quite a bit of issues and difficulties here, I'm not too sure exactly whether this is romantic or financial quite yet. But overall, with whatever these issues or problems are, you're definitely trying to kind of fill things out moving forward. So I kind of feel like there was this energy of needing a little bit of a break for yourself to kind of even address these things. And then even as you're addressing them and acknowledging them, you're kind of like, okay. It's almost like your emotions begin to stir up and kick up. And it's like, well, where did all that self-prep and energy work go? You're ultimately saying, I'm not too sure exactly. You're trying to fill it out and you're trying to move forward and focus on your plans for the future. Even though finances are very difficult and tight right now, you're also saying that it seems like everything has been put on pause, or you might even just pressed pause. Ultimately, whatever this energy is, it seems like with whatever has stopped, it's caused quite a fixation on something here. I'm not too sure. I kind of feel like it is regarding everything that is going on. You're showing me that there's a lot to address, there's a lot to acknowledge, there's a lot that needs to be taken care of. But I will say this overall energy obsession or possible fixation, it is throwing you for a little bit of a spiral or a little bit of a tailspin. You're showing me, yes, you don't exactly know what to do to kind of address or acknowledge these things, even though you know you need to. You're showing me that, well, I need more perspective, I need more clarity. I kind of feel like you are showing me this energy as well as I do see 444. It's like something is very difficult or hard for you to kind of wrap your mind around it. I'm not too sure exactly what that is, but you're actually beginning to kind of question reality here a little bit at the same time, wondering like, how can this be real? How can that be real? What is this? What's going on? It's almost like a fish out of water. You don't know what things are going on, how things are turning out, where things will lead. What is, like what is all this? Ultimately, this is what's very fascinating is, well, there is that wheel of fortune stepping in and taking place and saying, well, you're meant to be going through this, Taurus. You're destined and fated to be going through this. And whatever this is, you're stressing out. There's a lot of anxiety there. So even though you show me this energy of kind of like preparing yourself, it might be even for this message. It's kind of like, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. Keep yourself contained, do everything you can to kind of keep a clear mind. By the end of this, you're kind of like, shit. So let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see what else we can find. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, it's like, whoa, you kind of show me this energy, Taurus, of like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Like just intently focused, possibly hyper focused. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's not becoming toxic or anything, dark like that. I don't care. It's an energy of controlling oneself. You're showing me that there is some sort of decision of commitment or possibly dedication here that you need to make. At the same time, again, there's that tailspin energy of like, I just don't know, I just don't know, I just don't know. I kind of feel like you're wanting to address the issues and the problems. Goodness, you're saying that even though there's these problems here, there is so many. I get it. There are so many, strong and loving memories between the two of you. And it's like you just don't know. It almost feels like you were, how do I say this? You're holding on to the memories of the past for the sake of trying to kind of like carry it through the present to not deal with the present issues. It's kind of like saying I'm using the past, energetically speaking, to counterbalance whatever current issues we have here, whether it's romantic wise or whether it's financial wise. It's kind of like what used to be is not now what is. And so you're carrying that, you're carrying that baggage with you. And once again, you have that moment of like, oh shit. I don't know here. Yeah. Wow. I just now noticed that now about this card in this deck. That's crazy. You learn something new every day. You see something new every day. You experience something new every day. And it's sort of eye-opening. And I like those moments because it's like, wow, it expands and stretches the mind to new perspectives and new, in a sense, limits, even though we're not too sure. It's almost like, can I even, like, what do I even feel about this? What do I even think about this? You're kind of having this realization of like, this can't be real, this can't be real, this can't be real. Well, there's the truth. So you tell me, is it real? Ooh. You're like, no, you tell me. Okay. Ooh. Well, is it about commitment or marriage? Because you're kind of showing me like, I'm not too sure here. I'm not too sure if I want to go forward or go through with it. Go through with what? Whatever is going on, there definitely is communication here taking place between the two of you. And whatever this is, it's something that's not being dropped. It's almost like there is this resistance to surrendering to whatever communication or whatever's being said. You're like, hold on. Well, then why'd you stop dead in your tracks? There is a collaborative energy here. At the same time, you're kind of showing me that it's like something either between you and them or something financially is just not moving forward. At the same time, you're also kind of showing me that whatever this collaborative energy is between the two of you, you're ultimately having to make that call of like, okay, well, if it's not moving forward, if we can't get on the same page and work together on this equally, then something needs to be chosen or made here. Some sort of ultimatum or decision. I like that energy. That's a nice energy. Slow. Reminds me of Ferdinand the Bull. He doesn't want to fight, but he will if he has to. But everyone knows with that, movie or that cartoon or that story, I'm pretty sure that's a big bull you don't want to mess with. At the same time, they're like, I'd rather just kind of do my own thing. I get it. I get it. Yeah, there's definitely someone in consideration here that you do want to reach out to. And I'm not too sure exactly what is going on about that. Um, it's almost like I just saw 1111. It's almost like you're waiting to see and fill out whether, what someone else is going to say about this. Once again, I get it. I do. Probably tell you the same thing I am. You're like, yeah, I'll wait though. That's fine. That's fine. By the way, they're all here anyways, so it's not like, they're all listening. Everybody's listening. Everyone's aware. I'm not too sure exactly what is going on with this. Someone's even like, I'm waiting. So they're like, well, it's almost like everyone's waiting. I was going to say, it's like everyone's waiting to see what you're going to do. Ooh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You're having that moment of this feels like it's from another world. Possibly. Yep. There's a lot of energy here, Taurus, about fantasizing and illusions and a mirage. I'm not too sure exactly what is going on, but it's almost as if the more time that passes, there is a lot of this energy and focus and intention on abundance, finances, security, that sort of thing. I kind of feel like for you, if I'm just being, to the point and direct, you're ultimately saying you're wanting to take action towards someone because there is a little bit of a fear of being alone. It's almost like something here is just too much to kind of really sit with or sit by yourself with. And that's where that anxiety kicks in. That's what's very fascinating, Taurus, is you're kind of asking me this energy of like, give me something to work with, give me something to work with. But you yourself are refusing because what you have to work with, you're not even wanting to see. And that's what's very fascinating, that's what's crazy. Not to call you crazy or anything. It's just from my perspective, it's like You have so much here that you yourself are kind of like, yeah, yeah, you're kind of brushing it off or sweeping it under the rug. And it's like, how am I supposed to give you something to work with when you're not even wanting to work with what you have? You're showing me that there is some type of financial endeavor here you want to work on and put together. At the same time, you're stressing out about it. You're not too sure how you feel. There's a huge emotional disappointment. And it's almost like, well, once again, it's like, well, shit. Now I got to go focus back on work and figure out what I'm going to do. I'm not too sure what is going on here, but again, there is this emphasis on the message of, shadow realms. I get it, but I don't get it. So, of course, if you are dealing with anyone who do have showing up, goodness. Goodness. Virgo, Pisces, Aries, more Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, and that is all. Goodbye.